Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Damn, there's a tons going on right now. Tons of like crazy stuff. I'm going to go through the fusion, which has just kicked in. We just got, is it Storied? Storied, the fusion has kicked in. As I said, 16 rares into 4 epics into this legendary. The legendary packs a punch in terms of damage. I did do a damage test as a quick video the other day. I'm still going to do a follow-up with a Hydra video. I think it's going to drop tomorrow, just so you can kind of get this guy and see what you think. But I also think this epic, both the Rancid, is also really good, actually. A lot of people calling out the Never Spider, which was a great call out for this guy, but also just generally a good epic. And the rare's pretty damn good as well. So definitely, if you're not that fussed about the legendary, you might want to just grab yourself some of the other parts here. But I do think this legendary packs a punch. He's a really hard hitter, and I do think he's going to give a lot of players some good Hydra action. So before we get into the fusion calendar, a couple of things actually. Firstly, Fateless. I put out a video a couple of days ago now talking about our first demo, where we're at, what's going on. There's tons in this video which has been really well received, so come and check this out. And we are also like 10 subs short of hitting 20,000 subs on the Fateless YouTube channel. As soon as we hit 20,000, I'm dropping a really cool leak in the Fateless Discord. So I'll link both of those down below. Please come and sub to the channel. Help us out. Please come and join the Discord and see what's going on in the conversation. The second thing I wanted to talk about before we talk fusion is the absurd numbers I've just seen for the clan versus clan tournament. So I'm in a really active clan, okay? Savage Pandas, the second group for Savage Pandas. We lost this fight, unfortunately, but we didn't go like crazy ham. But still, as a clan, we put up 11 million points. Just let that settle in a second, 11 million. Yeah, and if you look at members, we've got some people doing crazy stuff. Main event here, nearly 1.4 mil. I came in with a steady 250,000. Yeah, we're an active clan. Yeah, see, that's the first thing. Now, just bear in mind these numbers, 11 mil, and look at what the top two who are up against each other achieved. Achieved? Is that the word? I don't know what the word is, honestly, but it's absurd. 150 versus basically 170 mil. Like 16 times what my clan did in their fight. I just can't imagine the point scoring in this. Like, I can't imagine the resource burn here, because it's not like we had a great shard event where it made sense for Krakens to be pulling their shards. There wasn't really anything from a shard point of view, so I don't think it's straight wailing on champions. They might have pulled souls, I don't know, but I think it's more likely going to be energy burn, I think. I don't know. Was anyone like watching this that knows? Because it's mental, honestly. It's absolutely mental what's going on there. So, wow. Anyway, that aside, let's talk about all things fusion. So if you are in the mix here and want to get this done, I'm actually going to Gamescom for Fateless on the 20th of August. So I've got nothing kind of like blocking me, schedule-wise, I guess. So I will be doing this fusion. I do think he's worth picking up, but honestly, it comes down to your own kind of play style, what you want to do. They are a grind. I think we've probably had a couple of months where a lot of people have taken a bit of a fusion break, which is quite healthy. So it depends where you are in the game, but let's check it out. First thing I tend to look for is the summon events. Now we've got Summon Rush here this weekend, and then we've got a Champion Chase tournament next weekend. So Summon Rush, this order is way better, by the way, for a fusion, for us. So Summon Rush this weekend. Now, you've got a chance to get an epic at the same time as getting a rare. The epic will be a much higher point score, probably something close to 6k points, I think, which means you're going to need a decent chunk of sacreds sitting around or voids and stuff. So bear that in mind. And there will be summon events over the weekend. We might even hear about them later today. I'll post them in my Discord if you want to know what they are. But basically, if you can do the Summon Rush and get the epic, then this is a slam dunk of a fusion, and it makes it much easier. If you can't, then you need to do both summon events anyway. That's the problem, because then you need to collect all of the rares. Now, if you pull some void shards and you pick up 1, 2, 3, whatever of the rares, more likely 1 if you're lucky, honestly, but you might get super lucky and get 2, then it makes everything way easier again. So there's a whole kind of bunch of what happens during the event to make it easier for you from a summoning point of view. But yeah, anyway, summon event into Champion's Chase. Now, the reason why Champion Chase is easier for a fusion if it's on the second week is that you've already collected all of these rares. Okay, you're collecting these rares through the different events. So when you get to the Champion Chase event, that's when you transfer the rares into the epics. And actually, you could get yourself 3 potentially epics during the Champion Chase, which is actually going to be worth to you 750 points on Champion Chase. Do not combine the epics. Do not combine the rares into the epics before that Champion Chase event. Each one of these worth 250 points to you. So you'll be able to get 3 done, 750 points. That's probably going to be a third of what you need during Champion Chase to get that done. And then if you've got things like, fragment champions collected in the meantime, then you might be able to pull yourself another one of your collected legendaries or epics or whatever, and again get more points in the Champion Chase. So generally the Champion Chase being second week is pretty good for us. Other than that, what's going on? Dragon tournament right now, just basically an energy burn in Dragon. Probably better off, because dungeon divers are hard, you're probably better off starting your Dragon tournament tomorrow, really. Save your energy right now. Dragon tournament tomorrow and start getting your dungeon divers done at the same time. We've got champion training live as well. Is it already in game? That's a tournament. My tournaments have been really laggy, but yeah, coming live in a minute, like 20 odd minutes for the Dragon. Champion training is live. This is the one where you get points for using skill tomes and stuff. So you might decide to use your skill tomes here and then do a bunch of like the leveling in the second one. But either way, these are not too hard. You can use some brews in the tavern really effectively and just get some extra levels into people that are low level. You get a lot of points for doing that. Dungeon Divers, as I say, is quite tough, but you want to dovetail in the Dragon tournament and the Spider tournament at the same time. We've got 1, 2, 3 artifact enhancements. Generally, you earn enough silver through doing the events to get yourself the silver to do the artifact enhancement. But if not, there's other ways that you can just chunk a bit of silver here and there. You could go into your clan shop, buy up the silver. You can also buy energy right now. Make sure you get this energy before the reset if you've got some clan gold, because this is going to help you out. And you can also earn a lot of silver just through forging items and selling the crap. So, if you've got a lot, I've got a lot sitting here, for example, on, I don't know, Instinct. Instinct's not a good one. Lethal, where I fuse everything which I want for 5 and 6. This is generally where I use my stuff. I could just fuse these 32 items for 10k and make myself like 10 times the silver back. So there's ways to get that done as well, just to help you out. Quick call out on Spider Tournament. If you are a lower level player and can't farm higher than stage 16, farm stage 10. Stage 10 is where it's at. I've done videos on free-to-play guides on that. You just get more points. So we've got Spider here, goes into Dungeon Divers 2. Finite into that as well. That's where you want to be using your energy over those days. Again, sort of make sure you save some of that Spider farm for Dungeon Divers so that you've not got a down day. And then we go into the back end of the event where you've got Dungeon Divers 3 alongside the Ice Golem and the Champion Training. And again, all of those are just kind of like, do you have energy in the bank to get it done? So that's going to be it for the Fusion Guide. I feel like because of this Summon Rush this weekend, when we get to see these point scores, we'll know a bit more about whether we think it's going to be a viable one. But as I say, the Epic, I think, is good. The Rare, I think, is good. The Legendary, I think, is a great damage dealer. Like, great damage dealer, very high damage, but takes a bit of sort of setup to make that stuff work. There you go, guys. I've been Hell Hades. Have yourself a great day. I'll see you in the next one.